this. See if this shit works. Hell yeah. I'm a fucking tech wizard. I feel for Rudy, dog. Dog, I didn't even listen to last week's stream. I let it be. Hell yeah. What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? Let me. Alright, let me. Oh, this is dope. So the thing that I'm broadcasting from actually lets you can't hear Masa. Masa, you say can't hear you. Let me. I can hear you perfectly. The chat, let us know if you guys can hear Masa. Hello, 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 hello. Let us know. There we go. Masa's on mute. How do I fix this? So, as y'all may see, Rudy's not here today, so we're trying to figure this shit out. Let me see. No, the chat can't hear you. No. Alright, damn, why are you being so negative? I just wanted one, though. Y'all over here. Alright, let me hear. That's crazy, because when I was doing it with Rudy, it was perfect. Masa, say something.
What it do, baby?
How about now, y'all? Let me know. It looks good on my end. Well, I'm trying to get Angel in here, but y'all know him to see if this could work, so we can make this happen. So on my end, it looks like you're good to go, Masa. Let's get Angel in to try to figure this out. I see you've been using that all pass. There we go. Perfect. All right. Good looks, everyone. Doing a moment of silence.
Masa. For Trini. Georgia Masa show. It's been a while. Yeah. It might not be so great.
Nah, I need to have it. Hey, Masa, make sure that your output is the ATR.
I'm pretty sure it is, but if you insist, I'll check.
Yeah, just double check. Let me get on Slack. So we're just waiting for Angel, y'all. Thank y'all for being patient. As you can see, I'm a changed man. I'm a professional now.
We ready for Chicha? We've been ready for Chicha. Chicharito.
All right. Damn, I could adjust the back. Damn, this is why Rudy looks so good. He could do a lot of shit to himself. Yeah. Damn, but I could get dark. I could be light. I
want to change George though. Sunglasses.
No, thank you. He's dead. He died. That's it. It was it, boys. It was it. Dog, I've been sick since Wednesday.
I know. I mean, what do you expect, baby? You don't stop drinking.
No, not well. Yeah, but
Te dio gomita, dog.
Nah, fucking bronchitis. I'm over here with an inhaler. I have to take antibiotics. My fucking chest feels dying. This is it. As I sip my Jack and Coke.
That's what you drinking right now?
Nah, it's like as fuck, dog. Hell no. I got my water here.
You drinking some syrup or
I
what?
got my Pedialyte here. All right, Angel's in. Let's see if I can do this. Angel.
You can do
All right,
it. You can
YouTube.
do
Let
it.
me know if y'all see Angel. Angel, talk, please. Nah, you're muted. Can
I
you hear?
can't hear
We can't hear
Angel.
you. Fuck you. Of course,
Can't
this
hear
dumb
Angel.
piece of shit is the one that's gonna fuck this broadcast up. Now I'm cursing. We can't hear you.
Mm-mm-mm.
Nope.
Okay, how about now?
Oh hell yeah.
There you go.
All right, Masa, don't say anything. Angel, talk.
Quit playing games with my heart.
All right, it looks like we're good. Everyone in the chat, let me know if you could hear me good, Masa good, and Angel good, and you could see all three of us. We're not gonna have all the images and everything, but because Rudy's not here, obviously he has that on his hard drive. I see him. Cool. We see him. Now, can we get a confirmation of can?
I can only see like part of me.
That's fine. We don't want to see any of you.
Nobody wants to see any.
I should be in the middle.
I mean, technically,
Listen,
you
I'm
should,
the
'cause
best
you're
looking one. I should be in the middle.
That's fake news. You should only be in the middle because
Nah.
you're a bald head.
No,
Attack it.
no,
All right.
no.
Let me go. Let me see. I want to see at least.
Do we know what we're talking about?
Yeah. Hold on.
I
I'm
have
putting
no
it on
idea.
Slack. Well, if you haven't seen our Slack, you're our host for today.
Oh fuck!
No,
All right.
if you haven't
Angel?
seen Instagram, but I'll put up the topics right now of how we're gonna run this.
Angel's our host.
I
Yeah.
am. All right, fuck it.
No, it's
Jeez.
I'm making him the host just because I want to laugh every time he mentions Alessandrini or he says something in French or anything French related
God.
or as of today Belgium
French
related
fries.
or Belgium related because they're co-partners. Then I'm gonna laugh. Galaxy back to camp. Actually, let's ask. What's one thing that you guys want us to talk about? Not a question, but like, so topics that we're gonna have Galaxy coming back, things like that. So I'll send out the script.
All right. Let me practice my French really quick. Allons enfants de la patrie, les jeux des gloires.
You want to know what I practice?
What? South Park? Cartman? Yeah. Contre nous dans la tyrannie, l'éternel sanglot élevé. Damn, shit. You know I used to know that shit?
Why would you know that?
Because of French class, and Madame Khan made us learn it before we went to fourth year, which is like AP French.
Who was the guy that you had for AP?
Monsieur Lange.
Yeah, Lange. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Nah, Madame Khan was Bay though.
Nah, I used to get kicked out of my geometry class, and they used to send us to Lange.
Oh yeah, because he was right at the top.
Yeah.
Oh, you had Mr. Holland.
No, I had well, I used to get kicked out to his class, Mr. Holland, but the lady, the
Oh, yeah,
viejita, what was her
Oh,
name?
right across.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. The one that gave extra credit
damn.
for you. Extra credit for you.
I never had her, but I knew her
Yeah,
obviously
she was
because
insane.
all her badass kids would be in our class.
Yeah.
Fourth year, my fourth year in French.
Galaxy.
Damn, that's funny.
He also smart.
Try to be.
No, not really.
I believe in you. And you over here speaking French, and you over here setting up a podcast. You
Yeah, look
never
at that.
ran before.
Everything
dog.
is
You're
possible,
smart.
dog.
Hey, I like how you set up your
Imagínate
stuff.
cosas chingonas,
I like how you set that up in the back, Masa.
Thank you, baby.
That's just nice, huh?
Yeah, I dig it.
We went
Shout out
to Venice High
Uguiño,
School.
dog. Hooked me up with that Carrasco.
I see it.
Carrasco kid.
Who?
Yannick Carrasco.
But who? ¿Quién te la agarró?
Hugo.
Oh shit, Simon.
Yeah. Shout out to Hugo. He's not in here yet, but
5 more minutes.
Hey, Ramiro, I went to both George and I went to Venice High School. Masa, I don't think he graduated.
I did not graduate. That is facts. That is
Really?
crazy facts. Yeah.
Damn. I'm saying damn because it's impressive to where you are, like, in a good place. Like, that's just dope. If anything, a lot of
Yeah,
people...
you're happy-
Dog, Rudy didn't graduate high school.
Yeah, there you go.
Damn, we fucked up, if anything.
Yeah, dog, we're the dumbest. We're out here with student loans and shit.
Yeah, god damn.
It's all good, baby.
hmm
It's all good. There's different routes. Imaginemos
But
cosas
wait, what high
chingonas,
school were you
papá.
going to? I know Rudy was going to Belmont.
He went to
I
a
went
little
to-
stupid school
I
with
went
germs,
to-
no?
Yeah, I went to a charter school with Jeremy. It was called Central City Valley High School.
Downtown?
Kind of. Yeah, you could say. It was kind of. It was like on Beverly and Vermont, kind of like K Town, not really K
By the
Town.
KFC?
Yeah, kind of.
Boys, check out
Yeah.
Slack.
Yeah.
Check out Slack.
Oh shit! All right. Yeah, what time are we supposed to start?
9:30.
Quelle heure est-il?
Get it out right now, dog, because I don't want to talk about Drini. He's gone.
Oh yeah, I forgot to
Get
add
it out
that.
right now.
I
What
forgot
you
to
want to
add
say
that.
about Drini? Right now.
Rumors and news. We could put Drini under there.
Da 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 da. Oh shit! ACB news. Fuck.
We have a couple of interesting questions that people want to know as far as ACB is concerned. I saw the questions. I looked through them, so it might be good.
Do you want to go through the questions first?
What do you mean? As far I skimmed through them. A lot of them are Chicha based. There's a lot of different ones, so that's why I put Chicha towards the end. So when we get to the pod, we'll address that. We're gonna do all the Chicha questions at the end.
I'll let you guide this. I'm down for whatever.
Cool.
However you think we do it. Fuck it. We'll go with the flow.
Sentinels, damn Belmont.
Dog, funny.
Hey,
Yes, and if you guys are
Logan.
aware,
Logan.
we're not prepared at all.
Actually,
Yeah.
it sounds like we're pretty good, low key. I think we just needed. To
I mean, you know, we usually let Rudy do these things, but
Oh damn! Look, I know what could Rudy do. Can y'all see that?
nah.
I'll home
hold on.
up so they could see it, so they could see that I'm adding. So I'll be putting questions onto our thing and I'll read them out loud. So Logan Jones wants to know, I'm going to my first home opener. What should I expect? Let's answer one question before we go on.
Oh damn! It's a Saturday game.
One off the bat, arrive early.
Yeah.
Arrive early. Maybe 3 to 4 hours before. I know ACB is going to be there a lot before setting up. It depends really if you plan to tell people ACB. Come before, bring your booze, bring a cooler, foods, whatever's friendly. What about the grill? They could take a certain type of grill, no?
Yeah,
Electrical grill. And also if you
Mhm.
plan to be on the grass, do they need a special permit for that parking?
Nah, you don't.
No?
Just get there early.
All right. Yeah.
Mhm. At least to my knowledge, you don't.
What would you guys say? What else?
Honestly, I like that one. It's the first game of the regular season, home opener for us, a Saturday evening. It's gonna be stupid packed. Get there early. I agree with George, because I think traffic, if you decide to get there like 30 minutes before, it's probably gonna be trash. And then obviously people are gonna be getting in early. It's gonna be the official inauguration of Victoria Block. There's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot going around.
Oh, yeah, Victoria Block. Fuck.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let me erase that.
You guys want the Chicharito flight tracker before we get started, or what?
No.
Are we? Oh, fuck.
Nah.
Nah, I can't. I don't know if.
Just do it. Who cares?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I saw that some people already knew
Yeah.
that somehow the
Fuck
info got leaked. I have no idea how.
All right, one more minute, boys.
well, then you leak
There's
it.
not gonna be a like a start, like the video that he goes to. So we're just gonna go. Good evening.
All right.
Hmm?
One thing I can confirm is not going to be like Zlatan, where
Private.
it was a private
Figured.
so we can roll up in buses and shit like that. It's going to be kind of like when Gio showed up. International flight, so for sure it's going to be Tom Bradley.
You know who I'm gonna hit? I'll tell you guys off. Well, you know who I'm gonna
You
hit
already know that,
but for to try to get us through.
Oh yeah, Mr. I'm in Boston right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good evening.
Oh wait, just like that? Wait, you don't got to push anything for it to be recording?
We're already
so you
live.
can put it
No,
on
so,
YouTube?
dog. Good
Oh, so
evening.
you're live the whole time? All right. Good evening.
As you can tell, that's not the sound of Rudil Esteven Quevedo.
That's his government name, huh?
Rudil.
Rodil.
Yeah.
Yeah. So people that don't know, Rodil Esteven Quevedo.
Ooh. Esteven.
Yeah, it's Esteven, like EHS.
Yeah.
TEVEN. Esteven.
That's the Savi version. In Guatemala, it's Esteven. In Savi, it's Esteven.
Yeah,
Hey.
exactly. So listen. Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
all right. Let's get. Damn. All right. So Rudy's not here.
We're
He's
starting some
on a
bullshit.
business trip to New York. So he's wearing his Timbs. It's 30 degrees, so he might be in a white beater. That's and some black jeans. It's really last I heard of him. And listening to some Biggie.
You guys want to know what's crazy though?
What?
So Rudy found out on short notice Friday that he had to go to New Jersey for a work trip.
Uh-huh.
And we were already not Friday, sorry, on Wednesday I think it was. And they had all that shit going on, and we already were flying out to Baltimore for the ISC conference.
Mm-hmm.
So because of dumbass Rudy, we didn't end up. First of all, we missed our flight. Our flight back from Baltimore.
Oh man, I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, we missed our flight back from Baltimore in the morning. So we went through a few different situations and runarounds, whatever, to make sure we got back to LA. However, he left before I did. He left at 9 or something like that. I didn't end up leaving the room till like 12. I'm like, all right, I missed my shit. I figured, all right, I missed my shit. Fuck it, I'll just keep sleeping until like 12, 12:30. Showered and I booked it.
Mm-hmm.
We met up at the airport to catch the football game, the Chiefs and Titans. And his flight took off at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mine didn't take off until another 2 hours after.
Mm-hmm.
His next flight was the following morning. So the only reason they gave him his flight that he asked for, the earlier one, was because they were able to pull up that he was also flying United through work, and that, oh shit, he's not lying.
That's sick.
He needs to be in LA by set time so he can get back into his flight and then head back to the East Coast. So he was at one point, he was like, fuck, he was looking at driving from Baltimore to New York, to New Jersey instead, because then you just got to go up north and it's like 3.5 hours. Yeah. So he was thinking about just doing that. Like, fuck, I should, he was looking to doing that. But yeah, point is, we missed our flights. And Rudy had literally not even, maybe like 8 hours, turnaround time from when he landed in LA to go home, to change, to get his bag, to get his
Quick
work
story
clothes.
to add to that. So he asked his brother Germs to pick him up. He told him he was going to be there at 7. So Germs showed up like at 7:15.
Oh, yeah.
Flight didn't land until 9:30. Germs, being the amazing brother that he is, / dumbass brother that he is, waited there for 2 hours.
Facts.
Waited there for 2 hours. And then he picked up Rudy. The next day, I see Rudy's on a plane. I'm like, what the fuck? Guess who dropped him off?
Germany.
Germs picked him up. He showed up 2 hours late just for him to take him home to sleep and then drop him back off.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's it's a little bit about what happened.
All right, Masa, how's your weekend been going?
My weekend was great.
I seen that.
Just chill. Went to Knott's.
Seen that.
It was awesome.
For sure.
Chill.
All right, boys.
What you do, George?
I've been sick. since Sunglasses Jorge. So
Ooh.
So he died.
Ooh. You don't apologize?
No. I
don't mean to me, and I mean just to people listening. I don't give a shit.
Honestly, I apologize to Rudy. Seeing how everything, the back end of this, of how you have to host, all you have to download, just for somebody to come on here, disrespect. Nah, but
that was pretty bad.
I got sick, so I've been out. I haven't done shit. It wasn't until yesterday that I finally got antibiotics and a inhaler because I got bronchitis. So yeah, that's my weekend.
Wow.
All right. Let's start it. So the boys came back into camp on yesterday. No, Sunday.
Saturday.
Some Saturday, some Sunday. I know for officially, I saw all the posts come in Sunday as far as them walking in. What do you guys think of it? What you guys see? What stood out?
You know what stood out to me?
What's up?
Jorgen's still there.
Oh yeah, there's a picture with Keyshawn putting on his shoes.
Comes out in the video too.
Yeah, comes out in the video. Shovik's still there, and remember a few episodes back we talked about how we understand why the people want him gone and whatnot. But listen, there's good sources that we have every now and then that came through and said, "Hey, listen, I'm not sure if he's actually going to be leaving." Obviously, we know what happened with Gio. We know what happened with the Camara last year. So he can go into preseason, into training camp. Doesn't mean he's going to stay here. Just saying, though, don't be surprised if he does end up staying here.
Yeah, I mean, to me, my Jurgen thing is crazy because us signing so many left backs, it's the only thing that I see happening is somebody being switched out of position, which hopefully that doesn't happen because we put up a lot of excuses given when that happens, like, oh, it's not his natural position, we can't be doing that, so it is what it is. Masa, what you think?
I don't know. I think he's gone. There's no there's no way that you bring in Insua and you bring in Acosta and then you still keep Jurgen on the roster. That doesn't sound right to me. I think he did.
Remind me if I'm wrong. 2 years ago, Jordan, when we brought him in, he was playing center back, no?
Yes.
But he's not a center back.
With-
Listen, I'm
with
not
Yella,
saying,
no?
I'm not saying he's gonna be center back. I'm not saying he's gonna be center back. I'm just
Okay.
asking maybe the thought process is, hey, you know what? He can play both center back and he can play left back. Since we got rid of Romney,
Maybe.
we're already spending our money on him. He can play. He can be a little versatile. Let's keep him.
Yeah, I could see that, but then I mean, like I said, I want a season that we don't have an excuse of people coming and being played in a position where isn't their natural position. Because when he was playing center back and he was trashing it up, we're like, well, he's a left back. Let's put him on the left. And I don't think it got any better, but I don't think it got any worse to where people were like, oh, he's trash. We need to get rid of him. He's not worth the type of money that we're paying him. But it is what it is. If the Galaxy decide, like I said, the Galaxy understand what they're doing with the money. I trust them when it comes to this, but it does raise some eyebrows when it comes to Jurgen still being on the squad.
Fair.
How many numbers how many players do we have right now?
We're like at 22, 23.
So we're almost there.
Well, I mean, yeah. Think about it. We signed Acosta, Insua. We've
Katay.
signed Katai. Who else has come to mind? I'm missing somebody.
Lopez?
Kleshton.
Kleshton, yeah,
Kleshton?
Sasha Kleshton.
What about the
Lopez.
homie?
And Lopez, true, because but still though he
Yeah.
signed added to the first team roster. And then obviously the impending acquisition of Chicharito that's going to happen. So, I mean, add that to the mix. I think we're only missing just maybe potentially one additional striker, which doesn't seem like Zubak's going to be there. But looks of everything as a backup for Chicha, right?
Yeah.
And then potentially, I'm going to guess maybe a third backup string goalkeeper. You know, someone.
No, we have three already.
Bumsting and
Who's the third one?
Goalkeepers. Yeah.
Oh, we still have
Lopez
Bumsting?
and Bumsting.
I
Yeah.
thought we let him.
Our
Okay.
goalkeepers are set.
Okay.
So we're going into.
Well, there
the
you go. I
season
didn't realize we
with
still have
Bingham
Stig. I thought he was gone. Okay.
and Lopez.
Yeah.
Then there
So
you
we're
go.
set right there.
I feel good. I think the only missing piece is honestly a backup striker. I don't feel comfortable with Zubak, but I don't necessarily think that since he's our backup striker, if Chicha comes off, Zubak's coming in. I think they're gonna do a lot of what happened last year where we moved the midfield around and one of our midfielders get pushed up. Usually the speedy ones or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Did you guys catch anything else? I saw them doing hills. So right now is Valdecante's time, huh?
Yeah, Valdecanto.
Valdecantos.
Valdecantos.
But you know, if I'm not mistaken, and George, we did this shit in high school. I don't know, Masa, if you ever did, but the beep test. I think that they were doing the beep test. I loathe the test. The beep test. Did it in high school. We did it in college.
Yeah.
Fuck the beep test.
Yeah, the beep test sucks.
It's nuts. Like it's. I hate it. And if they are doing all this shit, like, yeah, these guys are getting worked like crazy. I mean, obviously the beep test, it seems like they were doing a few other different things around the stadium, like, you know, just like, you know, running laps and stuff. Crazy shit to see. It reminds me when we were doing, what is it? Basically like training camp, I guess you can say.
That was the coach that I tweeted about. If you guys didn't know, the one that called us, he
Cerati.
said there's dirt, there's shit, and you guys are below the shit. That was that
Nah,
coach.
he went like extra levels of that
Yeah.
shit. He's like, there's grass, there's dirt, there's shit, there's more dirt, there's more shit, and then there's you guys.
Yeah.
He went through a few levels of dirt and shit before he told us where we were.
On that,
It's crazy.
on the training, I think I seen a video where Pavon kind of goes to his knees, and you can see in his face like, this motherfucker, like this shit sucks.
But he already knows them.
He's the one that should be more
yeah.
experienced than anybody. He's been through this.
Someone said Jorgen's our backup striker.
I
Accurate.
mean,
Okay, you know what? Height,
he
speed.
did score a nice goal
You know,
last
so
week.
there you go.
Last season. Yeah.
Yep. All right. What else we got?
As far as that, just the thoughts of coming back. Anything else that you guys want to touch on? Anything else that you guys seen? I think we, for the most part, covered it. Jurgen was really that stand out to me.
I mean, and then obviously you could talk about the positives, right? You see all the smiles. You know, everyone just seems to be like in good spirits. I mean, every time you see a picture of Jonah, he's fucking happy. He's smiling.
Jonah and Pavon
You know?
picture?
Yeah,
Oof.
Jonah and Pavon. Oof.
Yeah, that picture's amazing.
exactly. No, and that's kind of what the vibe is. So I'm not going to speak to a lot more to, hey, this is, you know, it's indicative of what the season is going to be. Who knows, right? But at least it's good to see that they're all in good spirits and happy to be back. At least by appearances from we see in the different postings that there are.
Yep.
Hmm?
All right. AC. Oh no. Rumors and news. Have you guys heard anything? Have we anything through the grapevine as far as a striker? Anything us moving?
Well, I heard about Zambrano might join, but it looks like Boca's pushing to get him because they're getting rid of Paulo Golds. And it's crazy because you know how after the news broke that we officially signed Chicharito, I was like, oh, let's push for Zambrano, and then someone tweeted and he tagged Zambrano on a tweet, replying to mine, and he ended up liking it about coming to LA. And then
break the news.
You Dennis the closer. If you get a like from a player, that means he's coming.
No, well, not that, but I mean, it's pretty dope because that Jer is Peruvian. Shout out Jer.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He liked one of his tweets too about coming to LA. So who knows? Hopefully he comes through. And then today, I also seen another tweet about maybe Nico Castillo ends up coming to.
I did.
To LA
someone on the chat posted
so who
it up.
knows?
Saying, I heard about Nico Castillo de la America being the backup for Chicha.
Yeah, that's what I seen it today. I don't know how accurate that is, and I would be surprised.
He's already back up in America, though, right?
Yeah,
and probably getting more money than what we'd probably pay him.
Exactly, but America don't want him, just like they don't want Roger Martinez. But Martinez, anyway, that's a different story. But they're trying to get rid of these players. They don't need them. They don't have a use for them anymore. So. I mean, I could see a potential loan deal, but I don't know how that would work. I don't know if we have the international spot. I don't know if he'll fit under salary. I don't know how that would work out for us. It'll be tight. I'll feel a lot more confident going into it with Chicha starting and Castillo coming off the bench instead of Zubak. But that's a luxury. That's a luxury backup in MLS.
Mm-hmm.
Especially now.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so that's really it. Angel, do you want to...
Hold on. I saw someone ask about who we think threw up first.
Threw up
from I would say I want to say Jonathan.
No,
he looked a little heavy in those pictures at the beach, bro.
Nah, my boy had stamina. Come on. Nah.
You want to know who I think it was?
Don't take Daniel Stairs.
Nah, Daniel Stairs is thug. I don't think he's gonna do that.
Your easy opt out would be Daniel Stairs or David Bingham.
David Bingham. David Bingham. Listen, you seen the goalkeepers?
He's skinny as
Rudy.
dog. No, hold on. David Bingham. Nothing aside, I forgot what game that I think it was the Leagues Cup, whatever the thing was. He didn't play. Dog, he went. He was ripped. I was like, oh, okay. He's in pretty good shape. You know what? It's McAlvarez. I think Efrain is the first one to throw up.
Nah, he's 16 years old.
He's also chubby.
David Bingham, though.
Bingham. I threw up at 16 when we were in high school.
High school, dog, but talking about pros.
Yeah,
David Bingham.
All right. That's a good question. ACB news.
Listen, I say we hold this stuff for Monday. Reason being is tomorrow we have our well, technically it's the second meeting with the front office, but this is the first one where we're going to talk about the 2020 season. Mm-hmm. So there's going to be a lot of things I'm sure that we'll probably have to cover. I'll have my notes and I'll have everything written down. Karina is also still out in the East Coast. She ended up going out there vacation with her husband and with her daughter.
Nice.
So didn't really want to bug them in case there's anything else that's missing. But yeah, we have our meeting tomorrow. I'm sure we're gonna have a few different things. But just for some things that are already out there, the Kings night.
Oh,
I think we're almost at sellout. Yeah. So if you haven't gotten your tickets for LA Galaxy night at the LA Kings, you should head on over ASAP because last I checked, they're almost sold out. At least in our section.
Fuck.
So I highly encourage you guys to hop on those already. Also, if you're not aware, February 8th, it's the official preseason, the first official preseason game, and it's also, to my understanding, the unveiling of Victoria Block. So I highly encourage a lot of people to be there. I'm sure we're probably going to be doing our thing, practicing, doing this whole thing live, and just having a good time. So I highly encourage everyone to come out and check that out too. And then the other thing, in terms of, I know a few people have reached out asking about tickets for the 2020 season. Will they be available on the ACB site? Same thing. Waiting for this meeting that we're gonna have tomorrow, and everything. You'll see it. You guys will start seeing a variety of things coming out to the socials. I know it seems like we've been a little quiet on the ACB front, but that's because we have a few different things that we're planning, including releasing slates early in advance of the viewing parties we're gonna have across the in general central to Southern California area. Trust me, we're actively already working on that stuff and away game stuff. So although a lot of these things you don't see them out there, it's because we have a lot of things that we're working on for 2020 on the back end. So Monday, I promise that I'll have questions for ACB news. And same thing, if anyone has any specific questions they want, they want to know, or anything that they want to ask, that they want to know next week, shoot the questions in advance, and preferably in DM if you have questions in advance, then we can get on that.
If we do a live chat, Chewy wants to know from Nag News if we need a cameraman.
Yeah, hell yeah. Because as a matter of fact, the three of us should just gone to his house. Now that I think about it.
Damn, low key. No, he's saying that because of we need a cameraman because we told him the story about germs and how he did us for the last live podcast where he recorded the bottom half of us and he only got like 40 minutes of the whole pod. You didn't know about this?
Nah.
Dog, you look like you're shocked. You didn't know about this?
I think I missed it.
Dog, the whole live. The one that we did at the one we did with Chris Klein, the one that we went with everybody, he was recording on a Rudy's camera. So Nikon or Canon only lets you record a certain amount and then it stops by itself.
Oh.
He didn't know that. And also the angle of what he was recording, so he basically got your abs basically. That's it.
All right, you know what? Fuck it. That's all right. And then I know that there's a few more things that are definitely that are coming up, right? But yeah, again, we'll have a lot of the that information. Just because someone did ask about news on 1K to SJ, it won't be 1K. I can tell you that.
It'll be more. I can tell you that.
800
signed. Is that it?
800. Yeah, 800. That's the current max allotment that they've given us for San Jose.
That's fine. Find tickets out there.
So hashtag 800 to SJ.
All right. Do your jingle so we could exit ACB news.
That was ACB news. ACB news. Oh no, ACB plugs, huh? All right, whatever. You guys. Yeah. All right. Let's do it. Let's get to the shit that we really want to talk about.
We got a lot of questions about Chicha. He's gonna be the last one that we talk about. So if you asked about Chicha or if there's anything about Chicha, thank you for your questions. We're all gonna answer it at the end. I'm still gonna go through them. I'll read them before anything, but if there's anything specific, I'll bring it up.
Should we? I mean, by the time this comes out tomorrow, the Rudy will be able to share it. Out, right?
I see where you're going with it. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right, Chicharito's gonna be announced tomorrow morning.
There it is.
So by the time, So by the time this podcast is out, he should already be announced, and everyone would already know what's going down.
So this is why you guys need to be on our YouTube. Shit like this, because Rudy's in New York. Granted, he might not get to this until like 4 or 5 p.m. By then, Galaxy has already announced it. You guys are YouTube live. You guys are on live with us. You guys get this type of shit with us.
Hit the like button for that info. Yep, hit that like button for that info.
All right, so you guys can go tweet that out. Make sure you guys tag us on that too. All right.
That's funny.
Dan Rizzo wants to know what are backup options for wingers just in case injuries, fatigue issues occur.
Shoot. We still got to fill that void.
Yeah. And I think that's where the additional positions that they're gonna have to be looking at.
So right now, I'm pulling up the roster. On midfield, we have Efra, Joe, Cuello, Jonah, Katay, Perry, Kleshton, and Leggett. It's funny because they don't have Pavon as a midfielder.
They have him as a forward.
Yeah, I believe so because he's not in the.
Well, probably because they have played 4-3-3.
Yeah.
So they're not by definition, but by position technically, they're gonna be listed as forwards, but probably not as ST, which striker. I'm with Masa, man. I think that's one area we definitely do lack. I mean, realistically, out of everyone that you mentioned, I mean, other than Katay and Pavon, I don't know who else can really fit in that position well, right? I mean, we can argue that yeah, Leggett can play it cool, but we've argued that maybe he lacks some speed there. And out of everyone else that you mentioned, I mean, Cuello, I don't want to see him on the wing. I don't want to see Joe Benny on the wing. Anyone, honestly, the only one that could play it would be Leggett. So
Yeah.
and we've talked about we like Leggett in that midfield role with Jonah and some version of either Kitchen and Joe Benny.
Sorry to cut you off, but it's crazy because Araujo is listed as a defender, but he's someone that I would like on the wing too.
I mean,
he's not a backup. He's not a backup by all means, but I'm saying that's still someone that last year played right midfield for one of the most important games of the season, and I think did well just because he's very coachable. So I'm okay with that.
I mean, he did well, fine, but even then, going back to that specific game, we talked about it. Really, only had one major play that stood out. Luckily, it was the play that led to Zlatan's goal, right? But we went back saying, hey, I think they tried it again the game after that, and it was proved like, okay, this is not going to work. It's a one-off type of thing.
Yeah. All right, for sure. All right, next question.
Wait, do we still have Traore in the squad?
Yeah, he's still,
Bradford Jameson.
No,
he's on loan.
So he's officially gone.
No, he's on loan.
Yeah, but he's still on loan.
Back, but I think his contract's up, and I think that's it. I don't think he gets an extension. I'm not sure, but from my understanding, I think that's it.
Yeah, well, I'm with Masa. We definitely gonna have to need some depth in that wing.
All right, Tony B.
I mean, could Christian play that?
I wouldn't put Kleshton on the hell no.
Nah.
No.
I mean, I agree.
I'd much rather move Leggett to the wing if that was the case and have Kleshton play cam if we're gonna go that route. But I mean, I don't know.
His head hurts. That's fucked up. Poor BJ, man. He had glimpses.
Yeah, I thought. He was.
Yeah, is Shisaki's still available? Listen, Wilhelmsen, let's go get Wilhelmsen back.
And you know what? And Jonathan and Bradford have something like a little bromance going on. If he's happy, I'll bring whoever's happy, makes him happy. Right. True. Next question. Tony Burrell wants to know: Insua posted a training video in Stuttgart over the weekend. Shouldn't he be here by now?
No, I think technically isn't the MLS one not open until? Isn't it late January?
It's in February.
Oh, February, right? There you go.
Yeah. I don't know why that's the case. The winter market in Europe is open, and I think that once a player comes to MLS, I think they check in February. That's crazy, though. I would think you would think he would be here already.
Yes, but I mean, he's obviously coming, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Chicharito's going to be in the same boat. So this is not a confirmation. This is just because it's a similar situation. They're both coming from Europe. I imagine we're probably not going to see Chicharito in preseason officially. At least maybe not in the official preseason game. Maybe training. Again, with Masa, I don't know how that stuff works, but I wouldn't be surprised if we had something similar.
Or maybe Insua hasn't gotten his visa either. That's a big part.
It's also another.
You can't get your visa. I think for Chicharito is a little different just because he always plays with the national team in the U.S. It might be a little more accessible to him, but I don't think Insua has been to the U.S. that many times in his career. So who knows?
Yeah, and I completely missed that. If I would have missed that, I would have asked around and asked, hey, why is this happening in this guy? So my bad.
All right, next question.
That would have been a good question for me to see in advance.
Comes from Samoa Bob. What song is being dedicated to Drini tonight? The obvious is End of the Road by Boys to Men, but let's get creative. Can I go first?
All right, go.
Hit the Road, Jack by Ray Charles.
Oh,
damn. All right. Masa?
I can't think of one, so you go, Angel.
Damn, shit, I don't know.
Something Prince, baby. You saw him play him in Minnesota.
Oh, I know, I did, huh? You know what? Fuck it, let's just go with Purple Rain from now on. So from here on to the rest of my life, whenever I hear Purple Rain, Drini. Just because of that. You're right, you Masa, you smart as fuck.
All right.
I like you. Yeah.
Jess Concepcion wants to know, does Angel need help? I think he's going through depression. He's not Bad Bunny, he's Sad Bunny.
Damn.
I wonder why.
Why we
I
get
wonder
so
why.
dark all of a
Yeah.
sudden? Yeah.
Like what? What?
Did I curse at you on Thursday? On Monday? Sorry.
Yeah, but then I
mean,
did it back
yeah.
at you. Nothing
see?
out of the ordinary.
I don't know.
You know what?
I
Joe.
know where that's coming
Who was it?
from.
Who was it? Joe? You said Joe?
Jess Concepcion.
Just all right. Yeah. Send us a follow up to where this comes from. I want to know. You said
Alright.
Jesse, right?
Jess Concepcion. That's the.
Yeah. It's my
Yeah,
dog.
Jesse.
Yeah.
Jesse. Yeah, Jesse.
Yeah.
All
My
right.
dog. I want to know why he's. Oh, it's probably because of Drini.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's probably. Never mind. Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right.
Purple
yeah,
Rain.
Anyway, I just thought about it. Yeah, it's because of Drini. That's why.
All right. Gabriel Gua 51 wants to know ACB tickets for home opener? Question mark.
Yeah, there will be. I'm sure you caught it earlier. Well, it should be out later this week, if not early next week.
All right.
Sad Bunny Bay, bet.
Daniel the Messiah wants to know when are the jerseys going to go to sell, and do you know if they will be for sale at the barbecue?
I don't know, but we can find out. That's a good question.
We'll follow
Highlight
up
that,
with you.
or take a snapshot of it, and then
Yeah.
I'll ask it tomorrow.
Yeah. CJ Epperson wants to know, is everyone healthy and going into preseason? As far as I know,
To my knowledge, yeah. To all of our knowledge, no one's said anything different, right?
I haven't heard anything.
I'm 100% sure everyone's healthy because Drini's gone. So.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh.
Bam, bam, bam.
Mon amour, Roman Alessandrini, les garçons.
Hey, real shit
Oh,
though.
cool.
Like all the shit I given Drini about being hurt, his IG story made me sad today.
Yeah, real shit.
It made me, it touched me, real shit. But I mean, he gotta go.
Je t'adore, Dini.
He only knows hurtful shit since he's always hurt. That's why he knows how to hurt others.
True.
All right,
True.
Rumbo wants to
Damn,
know
I'm hurt.
what was Angel?
I'm hurt right now. Hold on, chill. You know what? I can't. I prefer last
I
week.
wish
Last week's all
I
right.
wish Rudy was here because you guys were the biggest dreaming like oh, and I always told you like this man does not. You and Rudy.
I don't know. I think it's just me. I don't necessarily think Rooney was. I mean,
Nah, Rudy
was.
loved Genie.
Now look at Rudy just posted crying face. He's sad.
All right.
Yeah, he's sad. I think a lot of people.
Oh
are
yeah,
sad.
there he is, Rudy Cabello. Yeah, he said.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Okay, did we talk about this, or did we go through other questions before we?
No. Let's talk about it. It's part of the question.
We're here. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of dreams.
Well, because you said there was a few questions, right?
about Chicha, not Drini.
Oh, okay.
Start it off. Hold up. Before we get into any hate, I was asked today.
Hate?
Yeah.
Hey,
Why hate?
No. Before there's any assumption of hate. That's not my bad. I got asked today because I posted his goodbye and all that.
Mhm.
And I got asked, you really don't like him? I was like, nah. Everyone was like, he loves us so much and he wants to win and he wants to stay up. And like he did so good. To me, he did so good when we ended up in dead last place. Granted, that's not his fault. I'm not putting that on him. My anger with him is when we needed a leader in that time. Because who was our leader at that time?
Drini. Well, technically it was Jelle Van Dam, but
Yeah, okay.
you know.
When we needed a leader, Drini was known to throw his hands up in the air, get mad at a pass, and turn around and yell and complain.
See, but that's the same argument that people make about Robbie Keane.
Okay, hold on. I'll get there. Relax. I said, any chance he had, he yelled at the players because he didn't get the ball where he wanted. He had a Keane-like attitude without a Keane-like instinct.
See, we don't know that though, because Keane's instinct was to be in front of the goal. Drini's was not to be in front of the goal.
But
So
did
Keane's
you
instinct
ever
is obviously gonna be-
see something from Keane in his position to say, you know what, this is why he argues and he should be able to argue?
What do you mean?
Like, for example, Keane, he's given bad passes and we understand that, like, he's a forward. He shoot the ball, score the goal type of guy.
Yes, a lot of shit that Zlatan did this past year too.
Exactly. Drini is known in the midfield as a winger. You need to make the correct passes in. I'm saying, as a leader, if you know your team is not as good, you're not going to be a leader trying to kick a dead horse and saying, "Oh, you're doing this wrong, you're doing this wrong."
I see where you're going, and this is what. And again, this is I don't know what's going through his head, right? I'm not Romano Sandrini. I can't tell you what he was thinking if he was mad at his players, but and a lot of people were in agreement with. I guess based on observation, this is obviously optics based on what we see in the field. I think it was more necessarily frustration about himself when he wouldn't do things right, as opposed to him being frustrated at the rest of the team. This is where I was gonna get to, right? When it comes to the whole Drini thing, we brought him in a time where we brought him in to be our main guy, right? Which he was our main guy, and he did what he had to do. But look at the pieces that were around him. Okay, and look, I'm not gonna say that he's Messi because that's not the case, but just in terms of comparison, Messi got so much shit for either carrying his team to the final of the World Cup, right? And just for one game he had bad, the rest of the team didn't show up. You see what happens? Obviously different levels. I don't want anyone saying I'm comparing the two. Saying same concept at the time. Romano Sandrini was brought in at a time where the rest of the team was shit, where we were supposed to be headed in a different direction of what the Galaxy was going to be. We weren't really going to have the star power and the big name recognition. He was not a big name recognition. No. Listen, even us that we follow Europe, right? And Marseille is a very well-known team. If you follow club, look, you don't have to watch the French soccer to know who Marseille is. You're going to watch them in Champions League. You're going to watch them in Europa League. That's going to happen. Mm-hmm. But even then, he was never really a name that stands out. As a matter of fact, there's one of the better games that I saw between Marseille and PSG was one where Zlatan played and scored a PK. I didn't realize that Drini was in that game. He was in that game. He was the one bitching on the way back when before Zlatan took his PK. But you don't remember any of that shit, right? Reason being, it's the time where we brought him. And even then, I get it, for what everyone says that he bitched about or gave attitude or whatever he did, the fits that he'd have, is because he wanted to succeed. Mm-hmm. Yet we're asking this guy to succeed with a bunch of sorry asses around him, right? And even then, he still did what he did that first year. Always played with his heart. Always played for LA, and that's something that a lot of these.
I never take that away from him.
Yeah, and that's my thing. What you say? Yeah, he's injured. Fuck it. I agree. 100%. Listen, of course I'm gonna be sad, but after a while, if you can get someone who's played the games, thinking about it, okay, Katai's been able to do this, fuck it, let's do it. We're already moving on. I'm over it. That's in that sense. But the hate that Romano Sandrini has gotten for so many reasons about being injured, this is like this, and that's not what it is. It's we love this guy, and sad that he's leaving, because during an era which was arguably the shittiest era of the LA Galaxy, for 2-3 years straight, he was the one bright spot that we had. And that's what's sad to me. Because from that, that last game against Houston, where him and AJ De La Garza, who was no longer our player, were the only players to come over to the away end. I mean, to the home end. Meant away for AJ, but to the home end to acknowledge the players. Zlatan was over there in the fucking, I don't know, the bleachers or wherever he was. He didn't even show up. Everyone else from the distance, he was the only fucking player to show face. When we had our situation happen with the cops during the time when I was banned, he's the one that showed up after, right, to calm everything down. There's still videos of this guy being that guy. That's what we've been missing for 3-4 years, right? And that's what's leaving right now. During an era where we were absolutely shit, the one bright spot is what's leaving. Now, I'm not saying necessarily that I think that our team would have been 100 times better. Who knows, right? At that point, it's speculation. We're moving forward with a different player, but what's leaving right now is just the bright spot that we had for 2-3 shitty years. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Now we move on to the next generation.
My thing is, if he really loved this club, why is he not in this club? Because do you think the Galaxy are not going to offer him a contract?
Perhaps. Who knows? But at the same time, again, get your money. People said the same shit about Ola Kamara. Exactly. Get your money, man. You know what? Listen. You don't know me nothing, Alessandrini. When you were on the field, again, what I just said, you don't know me nothing. Go make your money. This is always going to be your home.
Listen, I'm good with that.
Honestly,
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
If I was in Drini's spot, I'd dip too. But how old is he? I'm 30, 31, 32. How old is Drini, Angel? Did you love him so much?
He's like 31.
All right. I'm injury prone. You giving me a pay cut, dog? I'm on the end of my career. I'm trying to make as much money as possible before I retire. I'm out.
I'll take it.
I'm out.
Listen, to me, at the end of the day, we don't get participation trophies. We're not in the listen, the whole emotional thing, that's perfectly fine. It is what it is. People had a soft spot for him, but we don't get a participation trophy. I want someone that's going to bring us in championship, and if that means that he's going to turn his back on us and go into the locker room, it is what it is. We'll find it with someone else, and then we'll be sad about that person leaving. But I want championships, and you weren't that person for us. So it is what it is for me.
Yeah, and listen, I see people have written Jonah legit. I unfortunately he got injured during a period too, so we only saw him for a brief period. I mean, listen, legit when we got eliminated in Colorado,
No. To that,
he
Angel,
came over to the away.
My bad. To that, Angel was Rudy asked a follow up question about basically saying you were talking about how how Drini was that person. So Rudy asked follow up question: who are we leaning on for passion in the upcoming year? So a lot of people were saying Jonah and Leggett. So that's
Right.
where.
Okay.
So what do you think?
Oh, my bad. Then I missed that. But to add to that, yes, that is correct. Legit cried in 2015 or 2016 whenever we went to playoffs. When we lost in Colorado after PKs, he came over here. He had tears. You could tell the passion that was there. Unfortunately, he had his injury. We really didn't see him step up and being legit again until I'd say maybe about halfway to the season last year and on, where you can finally see him going in hard, playing the game. Yeah, towards the end of the season. In terms of Jonah, listen, I agree that he's becoming that guy specifically as of last year.
Yeah.
We showed glimpses the year before that. And then the year before that, when he first came in, he came in halfway through the season. We didn't even make playoffs.
Playoffs?
Right? So, yeah, so there's a lot to... listen, moving forward, I am 100% see Jonah being that guy. But during that time period, it was Romano Alessandrini, and that's where it is for me.
I have a question, right? Angel, especially specifically for you. What if David Bingham becomes that player?
Then he becomes that player.
How do you accept it?
How do I accept it?
Yeah.
Simple. Punch Wondolowski in the face.
No, but see, like realistically, like some realistic shit. If he becomes a player that he wants to do good, but his defense is trash, and for that we lose, but then he comes and says hi to the fans, has our back and stuff like that.
But see, okay, I don't know. I've never seen that. At least to the way that Drini puts it out there, Jonah puts it out there. I don't see that from
Jonah just started. Jonah just started last year.
I know. Listen, but do you guys see it from David Bingham?
I'm just saying, if we didn't see, I personally don't see it. But if we're going off of
if when the time comes, then and truth be told, I don't know. It's if it happens, then we'll see how I react to it and what I decide at that point. Right, but listen, I still don't fuck with Alan Gordon. So what does that tell you?
All right, say your goodbyes because we're moving on. Turn the page.
Okay, well, je t'adore. Bonsoir.
Masa, what do you gotta tell him?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Next question comes from Sharky14. What is the... Oh, shit. This is a good question. What is the craziest thing you have seen in the stands? Have we seen anyone... damn.
I've never... Okay, I've seen something, but I'm not going to talk about it here. So I'm going to talk about necessarily something that I heard happen. I wasn't there. Supposedly somebody peed in the stands.
I've heard that one too.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I don't know if any of this is true, but I've heard from multiple sources that, and supposedly it was like a random fan. It wasn't like anyone that anyone really knew. So it sounds like someone just came to the game one time, either with a friend or someone that probably goes there. I don't know, but it sounds like person got pretty fucking hammered and peed in the stands. Supposedly, it's supposedly like somewhere towards the top, if I recall clearly. I don't remember, but yeah.
Masa?
I vividly remember my Honduran coworker throwing up next to me in Cincinnati. That was great.
Nice. In our stands, I vividly remember someone throwing up popcorn behind us. And it yeah, popcorn.
Oh, hold on, wait. That we saw, but that's not in our stand. So, Jose
we did see
Jose underscore Salg, craziest thing that leva chick taking a dump at the stank toilet. Saw it with my own eyes. Wish I didn't. Everyone, we were all there. I don't think. Well, listen, I don't know what she did. Point is, she did one of the two. there.
Yep, there it is. I put it up for everyone. Damn, that's a dope picture. He has an ice cube with an LAG hat on it. All right, moving on. Rock RDA wants to know, what do y'all think the squad still needs? Do we need to get it now or wait for the summer? So we spoke about what they need. So we said striker, wingers. What do you guys think?
Yeah, to reiterate, that we need depth
Okay.
of those
Yeah.
positions.
Yeah.
Not that we need the main guys. We need depth to those positions and players that you're not going to see a massive dip from. I mean, there's going to be obviously a dip from anyone that comes in for Pavon, right? Again, I'm not going to speak to Katai because I don't know. But just hypothetically speaking, even let's say Leggett goes into, there's going to be a significant drop. But the significance is still competitive to where, whoever's playing that wing is going to be able to match up with the person on the opposite from the opposite team. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So someone that can compete within the MLS. That's what we need. Not just, hey, we're going to bring someone up from G's2 just because.
All right. Masa?
Same.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Jay Hemi 5.7 wants to know, when is Chicharito going to be announced? He just got announced on Straight from the Stands. So there you go. I hope you're listening. Roro RO7 wants to know, any idea why the media team is using Old English fonts? Something special brewing? Doesn't Rudy hate that font?
Yeah,
it does. It does. I don't know. Listen, we've critiqued internally, not Unstrained from the Stands, not something that we necessarily care about so much here, but George's proof, Masa's proof that we generally think that we have better people in ACB that create better content for our group and for the Galaxy fan base than people that are at Galaxy are paying to do it. At least in the past. Personally, I think at least over the last year or so, they've gotten a lot better. And I think with the most recent content they put out for this 25th season, I think it's been phenomenal. With the exception of the, when they do the announcements of specific players, like the Zlatan video, the Pavon thing. But if I'm not mistaken, I think some of that might also be outsourced with some other company, but that's not the point. They can do some things like that, but when they want to. Other than that, I feel like they have at least in the past, they had a lazy team that would just put out some pretty weak ass, like Rudy says, digital assets, which I think is true. I mean, if it's not Zlatan, if it's not Pavon, they're being half-assed about certain shit. But again, this was in the past. I think they're definitely doing a lot better. I mean, the video they put out today, I thought it was cool. But listen, I'm not gonna say that they're copying anyone, but kind of look like some shit that some of our people have already done in the past. So hey, listen, I'm not. You don't have to go and say it. I'm saying you, but Galaxy doesn't have to admit it. If you like what we're doing, shit, go ahead. You're more than welcome to.
And correction,
feel free.
Rudy said that he loves the fake graffiti font. That's his favorite one.
All right, well there you go.
I just want to add to that.
Sure.
To me, I think they're using that old English font because 25th anniversary. We're OG team, and I think it ties into.
Oh, that's smart.
That makes
25th
sense.
anniversary.
That makes sense.
There you go.
All right. Galaxy Outsider wants to know, so my boy Jurgen keeping number 16 or giving it up to Sasha? I don't think Sasha
Giving it
would
up
want
because
it.
he's not going to be on the squad.
All right.
Big
All right. He just gives it up. Yeah.
Big Ocho wants to know, sidebar. 2 questions. Can Straight from the Stands do another live at Dignity Health for Victoria Block Party?
Ooh. So no, we are not going to do that. Well, who knows? We can ask. We can inquire if that's something that everybody wants. I guess we'll talk about it when Rudy gets back and I'll ask. But we are currently communicating with MERS. So we're planning on. He's traveling right now because he's been on tour. But yeah, he's already said that he's down to come on the show. So we'll be doing some special editions Straight from the Stands with MERS, and more than likely, Adam Serrano will also be joining us. So in the near future, keep an eye out for some stuff for him. Again, Straight from the Stands, collaborating with MERS and with Adam Serrano. Ideally, hopefully, we can do it before the season starts. But again, MERS is currently on tour, so trying to coordinate with his schedule and something that works for all of us.
Sidebar, he also says, bring Sunglasses Jorge back. He's dead, y'all. That's it. I apologize. Rami Bummy Loke wants to know, can you post the unedited version of the last podcast? That shit was funny.
Nah,
no,
man.
we can't, because then
can't.
we get taken down from pods. From
It's not even that. Listen, I mean, George can't get away with certain shit because of the color of his skin. I can't. You know, I'm not gonna be getting involved in any of that stuff. And I'm respectful to everyone except for George. But yeah, I'm not about that life.
All right.
So there you go.
MLG Cheesy wants to know, y'all hype me for the season. Hashtag Cheesy on that sober life. Shout out to Cheesy. He's
Oh yeah, shit. We haven't talked about it, huh?
No. So shout out to Cheesy. He was our official sponsor forever. He's sober now, right? 2 months. He just posted that the other day.
Mm-hmm.
So shout you out, Cheesy. Congrats.
I'm happy for him.
Respect him. Y'all see him at the game. Show him some love. Show him some love.
Yeah, and he still has that straight from the stands White Claw tattoo.
Yeah,
so there you go.
Yep.
That's it. Hey, what's your favorite drink? Like fruit drink or whatever you like, Cheesy. We got you on whatever you need. You like some fruit punch? We got you. You like some chips? Whatever you need, let us know. We're here to support you. Good luck. Can y'all spell? No, never mind. That's a different question. Friend Dong wants to know, how was the romantic getaway, Angel and Rudy? So Rudy's not here.
You know
so
what?
Angel, talk about it. Or do you want to wait for him?
No, fuck that. I'm talking about it. He's not here. That's the problem. He can defend himself another time. That's how you guys do with me when I'm not here.
There you go.
Straight up, listen, there's a lot of shit. No, nothing out of the ordinary happened that wasn't expected. But it was trash. It was shit. Mostly because he wasn't paying attention to me. And I'm needy. Listen, you guys hear me on this pod. I'm needy. I need attention. He wasn't giving me attention. So it was not a romantic getaway. No, as a matter of fact, I was missing Germany. Like I was maybe another shot away from texting Germany saying, "Hey, you up at 2 a.m." And it was gonna be like catch a flight to Baltimore. But no, I didn't end up doing it. I didn't take the extra shot. Traveling with Rudy was disappointing.
On that, so we're on the Baltimore topic. Someone asked, what is it all about? What is the IC, whatever is it about? And is it is it just to go meet other supporters? And is it awkward seeing other supporters? So I paraphrased that question. I hammered it. When we get to it on Twitter, I'll revisit again. But for the most part, let us know.
All right. So the ISC stands for the Independent Supporter Council. So what it is, it's a council of members of different supporter groups across the league. But it's not just the league. It's also the NPSL and WSL and USL. So there's and it's not every single team. I mean, there's a method for teams for different specific supporter groups to get voted on, and they vote on several different things. And first of all, that's where the supporter shield comes from. The whole concept of the independence of the supporter shield comes from the ISC. So that's the group that manages the wooden spoon, the supporter shield, when they get shipped, making sure that they coordinate. So, in this situation, obviously, it's no secret. Well, obviously they already got it, but LAFC got the shield. They got it. I think it was Chicharito that got it, and San Jose got the wooden spoon, and they didn't return it. So because San Jose didn't return the wooden spoon, they got the boot from ISC. But essentially what the purpose of the ISC, in addition to being the supporter shield and wooden spoon, it's a lot more than that. Is ensuring that other different groups are working together in some degree, so that we're not getting mistreated by the MLS or USL or WSL, or when there's different like league wide things that happen, like let's say all refugees welcome movement that happened, that came from the ISC. Like that's why you saw all the different groups doing it, and you'll have representatives from just about every single group. I think the smallest group there, if I'm not mistaken, you know what, I can't even say who the smallest group is, I'm not sure, but for groups like ours, ACB, realistically, it's and this is my perspective, Marie can back me up here, and Karina, I think it's really more to be there for support for all the other groups, like the groups that go through stuff or that are dealing with shit with the front office, or just dealing with their internal stuff. Because, happy to say that I think the way that ACB runs our group right now, and the way that we're starting to integrate with Victoria Block, with talking to a lot of people, different supporter groups out there. Obviously I spoke to people from New York Red Bulls, from New York City FC, from DC United, groups that I wanted to talk to specifically, because, I want to know how they do it. Given that they have 3 or 4 different supporter groups in the same section, how do they work? Just things like that nature. We talk about away games, best practices, and it's really just that. In the case for ours, for example, Karina, she was on one of the breakout sessions, she was leading it with a few of the other with like 4 other supporter group people. And you know, obviously because we're more established, we were able to help other supporter groups and how they do different things. You know, obviously it's no secret that there's certain markets out there that are white as fuck, you know, and they're trying to like, hey, how do we cater to, you know, to the minority groups? How can we make them involved? Like how, because you know they feel like they don't want to offend anyone. So there's all these things. Like this is an open forum for, hey, anything that you want to ask, this is the place to ask. And obviously I'm a minority, Karina's a minority, you know, Rudy's a minority. So that's what we're there for. Like, hey, this is my thoughts. This is how we should probably think you should approach it. You know, and not everything's gonna work for the same market. But you know, there's certain things, and at least they know that we all, you know, support each other to a degree. And yeah, there's obviously, as I mentioned, there's people there from LAFC. There's people that, well, San Jose, as I mentioned, no longer there. But you know, it's one of those things where it's awkward at first, but you know, you're there for a purpose, and as long as you understand that you're there for a purpose, then everything will be all right. I mean, everything was fine. I mean, if anything, I probably was the craziest one for a bit, but that happened the first night. The second night, I was all right.
Angel, was that the one that we went to back in like 2010 or 2009?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Exactly. It was something like that, except that it evolved from that.
Yeah,
so now
I bet
it's open to everyone. It's something different. Yeah. So now it's really a council, right? So it's respective members of the groups. Usually it's leadership. So obviously, both myself and Karina and Rudy are in ACB leadership. So you know, Karina was gonna already be out there, so she decided to go. And because technically it was gonna be Rudy and myself originally, but she joins us too because she was gonna be out there. So we went, and obviously, as I said, represented from different groups. So yeah, you know, we got to meet people from the Chicago group, just a whole bunch of different groups. You know, DC United. We obviously. I picked their brain, like with the DC United. Obviously, we hear a lot of things across the league. Like you remember the whole situation that happened with Screaming Eagles and their tickets. I asked them, yo, like what the fuck, you know? And that's where you learn these things. You find out what happened. But you know, these are the things that we deal with. Again, there's a lot of things that we deal with as ACB leadership that we don't necessarily put out there, right, or advertise. Yeah. But yeah, that's what the ISC is for. The ISC is, you know, it's Independent Supporter Council. You know, obviously we don't have to be the best friends, but we can still support a lot of what we do. So we can at least continue to have away sections, you know, continue to pop smoke and not get massive bans, you know, or whatever, right? Yeah. You get the concept. You know, we're all going to support each other on a lot of initiatives. And you know, there's a Facebook group. We have an Instagram group. If you guys want to check it out, head over. I know that they have an Instagram account. It's called I think it's ISC Supporters, something like that. But yeah, if you want to look more into some of the groups that were there. That's pretty much what it is. I mean, it's a conference with breakout sessions, and we just talk, you know, all these independent supporter groups.
That's dope. Mm-hmm. Well, good shit for representing us. Ruben Yescas wants to know, do you think the dark blue and gold is a tease for a third jersey that may be announced later?
Wait, sorry, repeat that.
Do you think the dark blue and gold is a tease for a third jersey that may be announced later?
I don't know. You know what? I haven't heard any rumblings of any third jersey either.
Me either. I would have. Mm-hmm. I probably would have heard something by now. Anna, Rudy's wife, wants to know: will Rudy be on tonight? Asking for his wife. No, Rudy is not on tonight.
No, he is not. No.
She's probably not even watching.
As a matter of fact, you should have taken his place.
Yeah, damn, that would have been dope. Or Germany.
Yeah. Oh, or Germany. Yeah. Shit. Why didn't we think of that?
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right. Daisy wants to know, vamos a imaginar cosas chingonas. Daisy, if you are on right now, you know that yes, we are. Mm-hmm. All right, I got a question from Carlos. Carlos is into Rio. Is not too real. Is not Carlos. Is not real. There you go.
Carlos.
Yeah, Carlos, yeah.
Yeah, Carlos.
But I always knew it was Carlos, but I never really fully read his
read his whole thing? Oh, shit.
Because I always know it was Carlos. All right. Yeah. I'm taking my boy on a swing trip from Portland to Denver. My boy's mom is trying to trip on me. She asks, do you think he's too little to be flying that much? How do I give her the finger and tell her to fuck off and eat a dick while staying civil?
Send her a picture of...
a finger
you know what? I'll send you the picture. Send you a picture of Eli at Colorado in a baby seat.
Damn, that's right. He did go to Colorado.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Eli, not even Nate went to that one. Because obviously we could get away with Eli because, you know, we didn't have to pay for the ticket. But yeah, Eli went to Colorado away, playoff game.
Mm-hmm. Master, didn't you take Yannick too?
I took Nikito to Chicago.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
it
remember
was
we
snowing.
Yeah.
That's probably.
And
Oh, didn't you take the two boys
for
too?
that trip, I took the two boys to that one because of that. I'm like, oof, I never want to do this again until they're both bigger.
I think
Cause that,
Kenchito was like 4 months. No, nah, he was like 8, 9. But I mean, he was not even a year yet. He learned how to walk in Chicago. It's
Damn,
crazy.
that's it.
yeah,
And to add to that, worth considering, I'm thinking about it, taking Aria to one of her first away trips this year too. So she's 6 months right now. So take him. I don't care how young
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also, don't legally.
Oh,
We
and
can't
how do
say
you
that. Legally,
how do you, yeah, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. And how do you get her? Listen, how do you get her to? Shit, I don't know. Tell her that you'd pay for a date in her and her other boo thing. I don't know. Just figure something out.
bring her out to one of the games. To one that you know we're gonna be civil though. Don't bring her out to like a fucked up like LAFC game. Then I don't know what to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Galaxians have two questions. Any update on the release for V-Block chants? Many people are waiting.
Wait, what was that?
Any update on the release date for V-Block chants? Many people are waiting.
Oh, shit. Rudy's not here, but
He's
listen,
working on it.
listen, I can't confirm nor deny that if you head on over to Spotify right now, that you'd be able to catch Victoria Block already. I can't confirm nor deny. And yes, I just said that.
All right, there you go.
Mhm.
And he also wants to know, how is Livid AF coping with the loss? Does he need some Oreos?
Have you had Oreos today, Angel?
Wait, sorry, repeat that.
That's the last time I'm
If
repeating the
you're
question.
coping with the loss of Drini by eating Oreos.
No, actually, you know what I did? I remembered, like, if it was Trini and him and I were having a conversation, he'd tell me, "Be better," so and be better than him and stay healthy.
So
So
all you
that's
have
what
to
I
do
did.
is play 2 games and you're fine.
Yeah. So guess what? Cranking at that shit again today. Went back to the gym.
Hey, you know
obviously after
what?
a couple weeks.
I'm sad, dog. I made fun of Drini for being hurt, and I finally got hurt. And then I played on Thursday, and I got re-injured. Like, that shit sucks, dog. Real talk.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Clutch Chris wants to know, why is there hate on the boy Drini?
I don't think
I think
it's
we
hate.
covered
it. It's hate.
I think people just, they want the team to be better. And him being hurt all the time, the team is not going to be better.
You know what?
If he
And
was
I'm gonna
healthy, he'll make a big difference.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say something that obviously I don't think has ever been addressed, or if we haven't, listen. He was hurt. I don't know if as much, but it felt like it at some points, as much as Gio was,
Mm-hmm.
and rightfully so. They both had to get hate. Obviously, I was not necessarily. I mean, I always thought Gio was a great player. I was on a pro Gio side, but unfortunately, I never thought he showed love to the team, which is why obviously I have different sentiments about the two. Where Drini, his love for the team was expressed way beyond any other player had in those areas in those specific years. But to all the Drini lovers, and obviously I'm one of them. If you feel Gio had to go, then you had to feel Drini had to go, and that's just being factual.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And follow-up question, how do we get more involved with ACB?
You know what? I say quit. Don't even try.
On a serious note, I know ACB just released on one of their pages. They said if we knew anyone, media, as far as media or assets wise. I think Rudy posted it up. What was that about?
Oh, okay. So they got to the creative. So one thing that we're trying to do this year, for people that want to help, is create committees. So, for example, in this one, Rudy is responsible for the creative team. So the creative team is basically a committee of people that want to help ACB. Again, all of our stuff, we don't pay for anything. All of the content that we put out is all independently made. So, if you have some type of skill that you can help out with, like, hey, you know what, I'm a good drummer. Can I, learn about, or how can I get into the drum line, or hey, I'm really good with creating digital assets, or I'm really good with Photoshop, or something, reach out to us directly. I mean, whether it's on the ACB socials, reach out to ACB socials, say, hey, how else can I help? Here's what I can do. And, other than becoming more involved, is We always talk about come and help out with tifo. It's always the same 10 to 30 different people, always the same exact people. Go to away games. That's where you meet a lot more people and become even more invested. I think, listen, I'd argue away games are the most important thing to this fan base, because that's where you meet people and you actually become invested and you learn things. And then just by going to a one away game, you meet more people. Guess what? Then you get invited to things like, hey, you know what? We're gonna do this weekend, coming out. And then like, hey, I can go. You can't? Cool. You know, we're gonna have a barbecue coming over. Hey, we're gonna go play futsal. You play soccer? Come and play. Like, you know, you just start getting invited to these things and you just come along. So that's one way. Again, obviously your typical stuff. Just show up to tailgate, bring beer, or you know, in MLG Cheesy's case, you want to bring him some water. Go get him a water bottle, introduce himself. And if you don't, if you're scared to meet anyone, come
Meet
to
us.
the bin. Yeah, or, yeah. Obviously, you see our faces here. You'll see us everywhere. Or come over to the bin. I'm usually around the bin. George usually around the bin. Um, obviously, the people that are inside the bin, this is at the ACB tailgate, are part of leadership. So you can say, hey, you know what? Say I'm looking for Angel. You know, and someone will find you directly to me. If not, well, they know George. Everyone knows Masa. Everyone knows Rudy, and listen, we could take care of you.
For sure.
Yeah, I just want to add to that. To Angel, away games are key. My boy Carrick, he basically started traveling this past season, and I'm not lying to you. I seen him hang out with the people that I know more than I do. This whole season,
Yeah.
like just knowing everybody, getting to know everyone. Away from home, you don't stick to your crowd because not everyone in your crowd goes with you. So you meet so many people, and you become cool, and you guys are there for the same reason. And the away days are key, dude.
Yeah, agreed, 100%. And again, I think another thing Masa said right now is even if your crew is not going, still go. If you want to go, hit us up on socials. Like, hey, you know what? I want to go to Dallas, but none of my people are going. Do you know anyone I could stay with? Listen, it's happened different times where I just end up staying with different people. Like one time I stayed with Eddie. Right now for Houston, I'm probably gonna stay with the Galaxy Outlaws. Like it always varies. I mean, listen, just because your homie's not going doesn't mean you can't go.
Accurate. All right, good shit, boys. Alex wants to know, since you guys have been promoting the 1K to San Jose, do you guys know if the Galaxy is providing transportation to San Jose?
No, Galaxy does not provide transportation to any away game. Every now and then we'll have some type of partnership where with the exception of the LAFC game, but that's an agreement between LAFC and Galaxy front office directly, for obviously security reasons. But everywhere else, no. I mean, every now and then, like for example, we went to Minnesota for the playoff game. They did get some buses to get us from the bar to the to the stadium. We'll have like that, but anything else, usually specifically San Jose, that's all supporter group done. So all the different supporter groups, they'll either get together to get the buses, or independently as independent supporter groups, they'll do it. But no, it's not done through the FO. It's all done through us. So we're actually already working on the San Jose thing. I don't know if you caught it earlier, but it's not going to be 1,000. It's going to be 800. So what San Jose was able to allot us. Sure, I get it, Stanford Stadium, but 800 is what they've allotted us for now. So for now, we're going to plan based on around at least 800. If there are more people than that, then I'm sure you'll be able to get tickets in the aftermarket. But same thing, we're already working on these things to set up, to have links available so that we can request the buses and bus seats and all that stuff.
There you go. Rodrigo wants to know, do you think the Butcher now has a better understanding of the season and is prepared for conditioning the lads? It's a good question.
I like to think so. I mean, I'm listen. I'm obviously I'm not from Argentina, so I haven't been out there, so I really can't tell you how much they're going to be traveling. I mean, I know there's like 6-7 teams in the capital, right, in Buenos Aires. So obviously there's the teams that travel within then, but some of them are still heading to places like Mendoza, which are further out, right? So I imagine that he has to be aware that there's some type of travel things that he probably can incorporate from his time at Boca, but maybe not to the level as it is here in the U.S. So I hope so, that he understands, like, hey, look, these guys are going to travel this much. They're going to have certain days. They're going to have this amount of games back to back. Well, not necessarily back to back, but 3 games in 1 week. How do I manage their minutes? Like, there has to be. Listen, if you don't improve, there's going to be an issue. That's a problem. That means he's not as good as everyone makes it out to seem.
Personally, from what I've seen, the most that I've ever seen in depth of him was the Boca Confidencial thing. But I personally think that he updates himself. He was using technology, which someone of his caliber, he's old school. I've been doing this forever. Technology is not going to help me get any better. So hopefully he likes to adapt and he keeps learning, because that's what makes the fitness people that much essential to the club. You're not just, all right, this is what you have to do. We just have to run and get conditioning in. So adding to Angel, what Angel said, I hope he adapt. Masa?
Yeah, I think why he's been so successful so long is because he adapts to any new technology helps. So I think that they stay up to date. They know what they're doing. I have 100% faith in what they got to do, and I think they'll get it right this year. So we'll see.
All right. Chris Allen wants to know, do you think Galaxy showed the new kit in the Chicharito announcement video?
Ooh.
That'd be a dope ass way of releasing that.
MLS should be smart to be like, here, this is the biggest sign that MLS is going to get this year. You guys could take this from here. Here's a kit. You guys are go ahead and release it, and then everyone else follows suit.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see it happening.
Hell yeah.
Considering Nashville dropped their kit already.
They did? Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Is it the yellow one, right?
Yeah.
All right. Manny G wants to know, when can Monday Night Raw Rudy meet Sunglasses Jorge?
Oh, we forgot about Monday Night Rudy.
Oh my god.
Dang.
Gone on a away trip. They both meet there.
True.
Away
True.
trips. That's where.
Hey, that's where we really got to do a pod one day at an away game. We always say we're gonna do it, but we never fucking do it.
We did that crossover
The
with
Nag
Nag
News.
News at Salt Lake.
Yeah, but listen. All right. Cool.
Well,
we need better.
You didn't like it. You didn't like it, right? You didn't.
No,
like
it's not
it,
that.
right?
I couldn't hear shit. I don't know if
Okay,
it was
so what do you
I was
expect,
watching
Doc? What do you think the next one's gonna be?
Well, that's why I'm saying if we're gonna do it, we should definitely do a little bit more organized than that.
Maybe this season.
Yeah, that's why. Again,
Maybe.
I'm not committing to it. I'm just saying.
Maybe. If it doesn't happen, blame Rudy.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right.
He's not here to defend him. So.
LA,
Not here to defend himself, no
LA
problem.
Galaxy faithful Eric, aka owes me a bottle, wants to know, do you guys think we need a cam, and if so, who?
Nah,
Okay.
I think we're good.
No.
No, I think wingers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, at least in terms of priority, but no, I think Cam we're set for now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially with Kleshnan too. People forget that he could be really good.
Yeah, agreed.
Hey guys,
Hit them like buttons.
yeah,
Yeah,
for real, we gave y'all the Chicha news. We broke the Chicha news. We only got 37 likes.
38 because I liked it right now.
All right,
Yeah.
And he broke the.
and he
Oh,
broke
and then
Spotify.
Come on, the
That's
most
another,
important thing, like fuck Chicharito. Come on, like shit that. Yeah, come on, man. It's Victoria Block. That's where it's at. Players come and go, but not Victoria Block.
All right, how many goals will Jurgen Shelvik get this season?
Easy, 10. Own goals, maybe.
If he stays with the club, he gets 2.
I like that.
Ooh.
That's reasonable.
I just shivered, so yeah, I agree.
Hell yeah. All right. Humbert Bertinho wants to know, any updates on the Zambrano rumors?
Not
Just what Masa shared
I'm
earlier.
aware of. Yeah, it's just whatever I shared earlier. I mean, it's apparently they're still in negotiations, but I'm telling you, Boca is coming in hot, so it depends. We'll see.
All right. Alonso Vanquero wants to know, any updates on the CB and backup striker?
Already talked about it.
Yep, Zambrano.
All right.
Shelvik.
What's up with opening day tifo? How do we get about participating? Galactico wants to know.
Shoot us a DM. I'm not gonna share that here anymore. I got in trouble last time for telling people to help.
Bitch, you just told people to help earlier.
Yeah, and I told them to DM us.
All right.
Yeah, I said DM us. If you were, if
No,
you
we've
find out
never
about
told what we're
tifos,
doing
you-
our tifos or anything.
Nah, but still like, oh, why are you putting it in public?
But then we complain about not having people?
Listen,
All right.
it's shit that I gotta deal with certain people sometimes. You see? Well, you see why I am the way I am?
All right. Do we need any info in regards to Chicha's arrival at LAX? He also wants to know.
What's the question?
If y'all hit the like button,
Get us
Angel
to
might share.
60 likes and we'll share it.
Nah, fuck that. 71 people, so 69 people, so 69 likes.
69. If you guys get us to 69 likes by the end of this pod, we'll share the info.
Fuck it, get to 100.
All right. ACB Brun wants to know, when is Chicha arriving? Injected in my veins already. 69. I can see it from here. There's nothing. And we're almost done with these questions.
Mm.
All right.
Mhm.
Yippee!
Chicharito. Hey, that's a sick ass name. I'm a
Chicharito.
trademark it. Chicharito. Y'all heard it here first.
No, I think Magnus did that first. Yeah. You're literally.
You heard it here
but nah,
first.
fuck
We
that.
broke
You
the
con-
news.
you-
They didn't
no,
break
you
the news.
converted them. Yeah,
They didn't break
you
the news.
converted
Yeah.
them though. Yeah, and you converted
Me.
them to that, so you should.
Oh,
own that
that's
shit.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
That's
fuck
true.
that. Fuck that.
Chicharito
Nah.
is mine.
You know what? And Eddie, Bryant, fuck y'all. Chewy, fuck y'all. Spenny, fuck y'all. Fight me.
No,
and
they'll
that's not, I'm
agree.
not even in Georgia side, but fight me for
They'll
Georgia's
agree.
honor.
Damn.
Sorry, I'm a little aggressive right
Yeah,
now.
for
I don't
real.
know what happened. Just sparked
It
out of
must have
nowhere.
been the tifo. It must have been the
No,
tifo.
it may have been. I don't know, because I remembered that. Yeah, it might have been, because I never remembered how much shit we got. Not a bunch of shit, but you know.
All right, Chicharito wants to know, compared to previous opening days, what should one expect or not expect for the season opening day at home, from tailgate to in-game cheering to in-stand and post-games?
I think with
So we covered the pregame.
Chicharito. Yeah, I think with
Yeah.
Chicharito coming, it's gonna be a little crazy.
It's definitely
Home
going to be
opener tends to be stupid packed anyways. I think there might be a lot more people than our capacity. So I don't know. Show up early.
That's all we have to say. Show up early and enjoy it. Hit the like, you guys. We're barely at 49. We have to get 20 more in order for us to release. the
Well,
info.
just to add to that, again, it's in terms of the entire stadium. I can't speak for the rest of it, but in terms of Victoria Block, I mean, listen, it's going to be the first time we do anything home opener. I imagine people are going to be hyped for it. Already as it is, our home opener is almost always actually, we always have a sellout, so it's going to be packed. Get there early. And get there and find out. Hey, if you're not sure with something, hey, who can I meet right now? You know, who can I go with? All right, what are we gonna do? How do we do tifo? Like when we were there, what's plans? If I don't know a song, what do I do? Because I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of new people there, a lot of new people. And same thing, if you see someone that you've never seen before, say hi, introduce yourself, make friends. And then post game, I say you hang around for a bit because it's probably gonna be stupid packed to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
So you hang out for a bit.
Juan wants to know, when can we play in TJ?
When we make it a Champions League, and so does TJ at the same time.
Or League's Cup?
Well, you know, when not same time, but when they're gonna be able to play each other.
Mm-hmm.
And Leagues Cup, if I'm not mistaken, still gonna be done here in the U.S.
Oh, yeah?
It's always gonna be done here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's trash.
Yeah.
All right. Remo805 wants to know, with so many negative comments, I still think Chicharito will be good for LA Galaxy MLS. Leading goal scorer of the Mexican national team for a reason. He might not make the nicest goals, but what matters is he scores. Also knows where to be and always puts 100%. Listen, I tried to say that last week.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
The reason being is, at this point, I don't think I've seen any negative likes. It's either
I've seen negative. I've seen plenty of negative. Early on when there was a rumor.
Nah, but Angel's saying now though.
Now everyone's
now.
sold with it.
Yeah, everybody's on board
otherwise,
already.
yeah.
Well,
no,
I
at this
think
point,
maybe not
I
everybody.
mean, and again, it's like in my case, like, listen, fuck it, I'm on board. You know, just what it is. Obviously, some people feel more strongly than others, but I don't. At least now, I haven't seen any hate. It's like, all right, cool, fuck it, let's move on. At least that's what I've seen. I don't know about what you guys have seen. If you guys have seen any negative comments, we could talk about it. I haven't seen
honestly, I haven't seen. Once the news broke out that he signed or was close to signing, all that went away.
Mm-hmm. I think so too.
Because everyone was like, "Oh, fuck it, here we are."
Yeah, you gotta accept it. He's gonna be our player, and let's hope that he's gonna be able to.
Hope the team can, and the team can give him what he needs to score.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Last question comes from Julio. Shout out to my boys from Straight from the Stands. Are we going to have any new chants for this upcoming season?
No, because well, to some of you they may be new, but they're chants that Galaxians had done, or in the case of Galaxians, they're gonna hear about some of the stuff that we've done. But essentially, what we've done for Victoria Block chants is gonna be just a combination of some of the more popular ones, between both ACB and Galaxians, and for at least for this season to start, it's how we're gonna start, just because they're the more common stuff, so people can become familiarized with that. Obviously, you caught this in the pod earlier. Rudy's gonna be releasing all these on all different platforms by end of the week, and learn those for now. In terms of new chants, I mean, I'm sure we'll come up with some stuff as either the season goes on, or in the couple of years as we go. But for the time being, right now, it's no new chance necessarily, but maybe some that might be new to you, just because you either are not at the Galaxians all the time, or an ACP all the time. So pretty much it.
All right, that is it. We did not get to the 69 likes, so we are sorry. It is what it is.
Yeah. All right. Are we gonna talk about anything else? Are we done?
That's it. Chicharito was it. The questions are it.
So Chicharito's confirmed.
Chicharito is confirmed. He will be playing for the LA Galaxy. Let me double check. I think that's it. That's all we got, boys. Let's sign out. Angel,
All right.
start
Cool.
off. With that being said, this is another episode of Straight from the Stand. There's your boy Rudy. Smarts at the gram. On Twitch.
Something about Twitch. Something about, I don't know. Yeah, that.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is George, JNDefeated7. Follow me on the gram and Twitter.
Hey, this is your boy Leak Bunny. Apparently, I saw somebody nickname me that. No, I'm not leaking information. Just whatever I'm allowed to share. But follow me at LiveItAF96 or ADF3691 on Instagram, and shoot me a DM if you might want some information on Chicharito.
Flight 504.
No, what's the no? Never mind.
If you guys could tell me where that's from, I could tell the first three people.
First three people.
Yeah.
All right, Masa,
Go.
close us out.
Peace, love, and G's up.
Peace, y'all. Thank y'all for riding with us today.